Hi guys, it's Elliot here from AdFeeder. It's been a busy week for automotive and technology news, and we're here to bring you the latest updates for what you might have missed this week. Growing up in the late 90s and early 2000s and being obsessed with motorsport led to a number of names that stood out as being heroes behind the wheel. McRae, Schumacher and Rossi to name a few. All of those were fiercely competitive in their own disciplines, and like all good action movies, there was always another character that needed to be just as competitive. In the world of rallying, for me that was Petter Solberg. The Norwegian driver took the 2003 WRC Championship in a nail-biting finish, beating the equally legendary Sebastian Loeb by a single point. Solberg went on to be a pioneer in rallying, offering his extensive knowledge in both driving on the absolute limit and knowing how to set up the car perfectly. In 2017, the world rejoiced to see the Solberg name return to rallying, but this time with Petter's son, Oliver. Just like his father, Oliver is a complete maniac behind the wheel, maintaining that perfect blend of being completely on the limit whilst also understanding the importance of being totally in control. Oliver made quite a statement back in 2019 at the Goodwood Festival of Speed, treating fans to one of the most exciting hill climb runs in recent history, only to be beaten by his old man by a few hundredths of a second. Oliver is now back behind the wheel of a fully fledged WRC car, a Hyundai Motorsport i20 Coupe, after impressing them on his way to 7th during his debut run. Sometimes, having one of those famous names in sport can be a blessing and a curse, but it seems Oliver is set to make his own history in a sport that was once dominated by his dad. Another week, another update for us social media lovers to get stuck into. Instagram now has a caption sticker for stories, which will automatically transcribe speech in videos. The sticker will be available only in English and English-speaking countries for now, but will eventually roll out to other languages and countries along the way. Instagram says it will also start testing automated captions in Reels very soon. Although captions have been available in Instagram TV and Threads, Instagram says it's adding them to stories and Reels to make it more efficient and inclusive for people to watch. The feature should be a welcome addition for people who are deaf or hard of hearing, or people who are not native English speakers, or just generally watch videos without sound. In fact, most of the content that is shared on both Instagram and Facebook is actually watched without the sound the first time round, with many opting to save the content for a later date when they can give it their full attention. Like other text options in stories, users can adjust the style and colour of the captions after they've been generated. People can also edit individual words in the caption to correct spelling, punctuation, or any words that aren't described accurately. We'll wait and see if you can perfectly understand a thick Welsh accent. Not content on making the fastest accelerating production car ever made, all whilst in total silence and comfort, Tesla are pushing the boat out even further with an even faster model that's coming this year. Since going on sale in 2012, the Tesla Model S has been one of the benchmarks for electric cars. It's proved to be one of the most popular EVs on sale, and has proved to be just as fast as its alternatives, including the performance-focused Porsche Taycan. For 2021, the Tesla Model S has undergone its first major refresh, with a new, monstrous 1,100 horsepower Plaid Plus variant, a headline range of up to 520 miles, and an incredible overhaul of the interior. Tesla plans to start production of the new Plaid models in spring 2021, with the first cars being delivered to customers in the US as early as June this year. As well as a fresh new look on the exterior, the interior has gone a huge transformation as well. The original portrait screen has now been replaced with a colossal 17-inch landscape display that can be angled towards the driver if required. You'll also notice the steering wheel. There isn't actually a wheel at all. The square wheel looks more like something you find in a Boeing 737 aeroplane than you would in a car, and does away with any stalks for lights or wipers in favour of touch control buttons. Using 3 electric motors, that 1100 horsepower is claimed to cover 0 to 60 time in under 2 seconds. Some cars are destined to be taxis more than anything else. Germany has the Mercedes E-Class, America has the Lincoln Town Car, and Britain has the Skoda Octavia. What if we told you a UK-based startup is looking to make a purpose-built car that's just for taxis? The company, called Arrival, is working with Uber to develop an electric car that will be purpose-built for ride-hailing. Arrival plans to put the car into production in late 2023 and says it's not to be exclusive to Uber, and instead, the startup says the goal is to create an affordable vehicle that would appeal to millions of ride-hailing drivers around the world. Founded in 2015, Arrival is also developing electric delivery vans, with UPS as a main customer, as well as buses and lorries. Arrival and Uber have released a handful of renderings of the new car's interior, and said a final design will be revealed by the end of the year. Between now and then, the companies plan to get some drivers involved with the design process as well. This is actually a pretty genius move for a company to make. Taxis make up for a huge amount of cars that are on our roads around the world, and therefore making a vehicle that is specifically designed for this is only going to make everyone involved far happier. As always, we hope you've enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for next week where we bring you more news from the world of automotive and tech.